is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. Today I want to talk about my former club, Mumbai City Football Club, and talk about their campaign in ISL 11 so far, because it is far from pleasing what the Islanders have been performing this season. And there are numerous reasons for it, some of it logical, some of it happens in a football season. But Peter Kratke as a coach, as well as the sporting management and head of football Sujay Sharma, will have to find solutions now with January 2005 on us, with transfers possible, and the club will have to take some sort of action to reset this season for the Islanders. We go back to the last game of the Indian Super League in 2024. December 30th, Mumbai City Football Club hosted Northeast United FC. Mumbai City conceded a first-minute goal to Aladdin Ajare, who then scored a late one in the 83rd, and McCartan Nixon added a third in the 86th minute. Sounds like, hey, Mumbai City were one goal behind. They were trying to catch up and then conceded two late goals. But that isn't the story, and that is, I think, the most worrying thing for Mumbai City this season, because if we look at Mumbai City over the last 3, 4, 5 years, it's always been an attacking-minded squad, an attacking-minded team. It had attacking flair, and it was able to score goals. This season, goal scoring has been the most difficult thing for the Islanders, and the defense has actually been not that bad, but they've had now 2 0-3 home losses, first against Punjab FC and then now against Northeast United, and 7th in the table outside of the playoff spots. Normally we should be talking about that Mumbai City FC is challenging Mohun Bagan Super Giant for the League Shield as well as the ISL Cup crown. That League Shield looks far away. I think Mumbai City for the moment needs to get first of all back into the ISL top 6, and then again let's see what happens. But to me, for that to happen, the team, the club needs somewhat of a reset under head coach Peter Kratke, and also the sporting management under head of football Sujay Sharma need to find solutions, because the foreigners haven't been clicking. John Toral, I've loved the way that he can play football, but he's not effective. He's also not been lucky, and he's been injury prone. Jeremy Manzoro is a typical Mumbai City buy of a player who's impressed for another team in the ISL and should have been a solid performer. He's not been able to do that. Ty Kroma initially was there, was part of it, now also not part of the plans. Another problem. And Nikolaos Karelis, the striker, yes, he's been amongst the goals, but he's also missed some 100% chances, which a striker in the Indian Super League cannot miss if a team wants to be amongst the top teams. That sort of sums it up, because the other two, Thierry and Joel van Neef, have both performed, but again, they've been under pressure, and against Northeast United, you saw that with that third goal, even those players cracked and couldn't stop McCartan from scoring. Amongst the Indians, clearly, what has been hurting or is hurting Mumbai City the most is the departure of Apuya. I think at Mohun Bagan, he's also needed time, but now he's showing that Apuya is, one of our best players at the moment in Indian football. There's been no proper replacement brought. Hitesh Sharma has been signed, only got his first few minutes now against Northeast United. Mumbai City is missing an Indian defensive midfielder. Sadly, Vinit Rai was out of the club before Apuya left. Maybe that could have been an option. But also, what is hurting Mumbai City quite a bit, in my opinion, at the moment, is the performance of its captain, Lalinzwala Changte. He's nowhere near of the levels that he was last season. Brandon Fernandes, nowhere near what Brandon Fernandes is capable of. Vikram, also like Brandon, injury pre-season, both of them still not settled in. Bipin on and off. Nufal, can give you bursts for a few minutes, but is not that player Jayesh Rahane is trying, but again, has also not really performed like he did towards the end of last season. If you just add all of these things up according to what these Indian players are performing and what the foreigners are performing, and there's nothing really pushing from the bench, right? Ayush Chikara has been out with injury for a certain period of time, just has come back. Daniel Alimpuya is nowhere near the player he was when he was playing at BFC and for the Indian national team. So if you just add it up, the squad is also not working. It's Nathan Rodriguez has done well as a left back, as a replacement for Akash Mishra, but yeah, it's not enough. Even Valpuya on the right has had his moments, has even made it into the Indian national team squad, but overall it is not working. And this is something, despite, as I said, I mentioned Tiri, I mentioned Diol Fanif, and I think one has to mention also Mehtab Singh, who once in a while has been criticized, but also overall has been having a good season so far. Defensively, also interesting, Purva Lechempa replaced by TP Ranesh, and that for Kratki has really worked, but still it's not clicking. And Mumbai City FC, what do they need to do in January? I think first of all they need to decide what is the extent of the injury of Jeremy Manzoro. Can he return? Can he play? Does he need to be replaced? Same applies to Jon Toral. The same applies also to Tyre Kroma. I guess they need a second striker. I guess they need another playmaker. And then they need to look around for Indian reinforcements. Are there players on the market? Is there a defensive midfielder? Vimohanan sadly is injured. He was one of the targets supposedly last summer. Is maybe a Jiteshwar who's getting limited game time in Chennai FC. Maybe potentially a target. Might be Mumbai City raiding Mohun Bagan Supergiant and looking if maybe a Deepak Tangri or on the other side, maybe an Abhishek Suryavanshi might be available. Let's wait and see. Mumbai City needs to be active, needs to find solutions, as I say, to these problems, because otherwise, even qualifying for the top 6 will be a challenge for the Islanders. And only a few days ago, I would have thought that Mumbai City were actually in it to try and win the ISL League Shield. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Does Mumbai City Football Club have to make certain changes, even some harsh changes to their squad now in the winter? And the question that I haven't asked, because for me it's not a question, but for certain fans it's a question. Peter Kratky still has a contract till summer 2026. Is the coach maybe the problem? As I said, I don't think so. What do you think? As with the players, with the coach, with the general mood in and around the club? Write them down in the comments below. And as always, like, share, subscribe. Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very soon. Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.